What's going on, guys? James here, and welcome back to more F1 Manager Trade to Career Mode for part of the guys. Well, it's time to go race it at Sanford for the Dutch Grand Prix race. So, and now I'm going to be posting both of those qualify and the race itself of my trade nowadays. So I'm doing this though on my channel then, and if you haven't seen the qualification yet, then guys, well, hopefully you go check it out right now, then guys. So Verstappen took pole position then at his home race at Sanford with Perez. Although he could have beat the Ferrari because he has a great 10-pace grid penalty that will change his engine recovery system, and with that he will start further down 10 places where he's going to follow. But so many drivers are also having grid penalties, so I'm afraid I won't be going through the starting grid then because there's so many grid penalties for so many drivers then. So I had a bit of problems though with the high vibration where my PlayStation 4 was overheating quite a lot because it was getting a bit hot, it was getting then. So that's why you can hear all the whole vibration of it overheating a lot. So that's why I decided to do something then to make it a bit better. Then moving it down then under my desk, and now you can't hear any vibrations for that. So that would be a good site would be, and that would be the new home that is going to be. So you can hear less vibrations of the overheating then, so we're okay for that. So hopefully that's going to be alright for me in the future then for doing this gameplay then on the PS4. So let's hopefully get ready for the race in the Dutch Grand Prix. But I'm afraid, as it was in Spa-Francorchamps in the last race, there's some heavy rain coming in sight then. So, but this time it's going to be heavy, it's going to be, not moderate rain. So it's not going to be the same as the Belgian Grand Prix, it's going to be slightly different because I checked it when I done the Dutch Grand Prix qualifiers that I did then, guys. And I'm afraid it's raining it's going to be then, so that's not going to be good news for that. So we're going to have to plan our race strategy further into the race. If it gets heavy that much, I'm afraid we'll have to go through 3 wet tyres down. So I might go for wet tyres if it gets heavy, the rain will get. But we'll hopefully need to check it out then first and see what our practice travel will be then. But anyway, well, further in mind, let's get preparations for the race for the Dutch Grand Prix. So let's continue on and let's get prepared for that. And hopefully, we can get prepared for that. And let's see what we can plan though for this weather strategy contestants will try and hopefully manage in the rain. So it's time for the Grand Prix itself. But I'm afraid there's heavy rain, I'm afraid then, guys. So it means drivers can get fully extremely wet it's gonna be. So we're not looking forward to this. And we're not going to be fully decided because look how many penalties there are. There's grid penalties for my driver Perez, Bottas, Hamilton, Ocon, Gasly, as well as Magnussen, Alonso, Ricciardo, Schumacher, Vettel, and Latifi. So they're all having grid penalties drops then. So let's hopefully they'll have a nice race we'll have then. So hopefully this is going to be a good race is going to be then. Anyway, then, yeah, not very impressed with these PS4 controllers then. I might have to get some more done in the future then, guys, because this is a pain in the ass and it causes me so many trouble. I kept bashing them, so I'm not very pleased with that then. So anyway then, so let's go dive into the let's have a look at the race strategy then. So here's our drivers then, so let's plan our race. And oh, for God's sake, I hate this. Sorry about that, guys. So some computer races done for my PS controllers. Okay, so here's a race strategy plan then. So let's hopefully sort them out. And yeah, there is a rain coming around about like 30 then, so it's gonna start. We're gonna get heavy then, but there's gonna be sprinkles type of like rain and heavy rain all the way to the end. So I think we should we might start off on the medium tire and then it'll go into rain tire. So we're gonna hopefully switch to the fully wet tires then when we get to this point. I think it's gonna start raining around about like 30 or 29. So we'll pit around about like 30 and we'll go for the extreme wet tires then. And it will take us right to the end of the race. So one shot strategy could hopefully make the margin for this then. I'll do the same as Perez's strategy then. So let's hopefully he'll do that. Mediums to go for then. Or would he could go for soft tires then? Should we go for soft tires and hope we can make some places then? Okay, he's going to start the very back as a grid penalty. No, I think his tire will wear out before the rain hits. So we'll stick to as well, plan A. And then we'll switch. Oops. I'm messing up here with the bin. Stupid. Anyway, we'll let him do around about, I think, 30 laps as well. We'll do the same with what Verstappen is doing now. So, yeah, pick them for the fully wet tyre the way it gets heavier. So, we're starting the race on the dry tyres then. So, but there's rain coming inside then after about 25 laps. So, looking forward to this then. So, we can't wait for that. So, is there going to be any chance of saying that might change everything? And the driver will have to be very careful because the driver will get slippery later on then. So the start of the race, I'm going to let Perez push at the start and then use some overtaking to try to get ahead of the. Well, he's going to start in P9, he's going to start in then. So he's going to drop down to 10, but I think some of the other drivers have good penalties, a bit more than checkers. So he's going to start in P9, so he will be well in the top 10, he will be. For Verstappen, I'll try to let him defend at the start, I'll try to defend the two Ferraris, the Poison Horse Ferrari. Even though there's a home race in the defensive crowd next time out in the next race. So we want to hold that Max winning his home Grand Prix as substantial. We want to make it then. So hope PSL will be okay all day, all the time then. So hopefully we'll do pretty well. And he's got much enemy recovery system. Then we've got a new one for Perez, unfortunately then. So he's worked out 5% of it so far in this new part of his ERS. So let's see how well he would do in this race down. With Verstappen, got more supply engine power than Perez. Let's hopefully what this Dutch Grand Prix can be, hopefully do quite well for both drivers then. So let's hopefully dive straight into the Dutch Grand Prix and find out who's going to dominate Sam Ford. Would it be Verstappen? It's his home race because he really like to win it. So let's dive straight into the Dutch Grand Prix race then, guys.
A somewhat overcast day for the drivers who've now taken position on the grid. Taking a look at Max Verstappen. They're starting today at the head of the pack, but will they be able to stay there? And behind them, it's Perez. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. Will their hard work...
Yeah, they'll be starting third back after the early grid penalty, what David Cole used to say on the F1 games then.
Here we go.
So here's the starting grid for the Dutch Grand Prix. Verstappen and Sainz and then Leclerc. As the lights come on, and off they go. That's quite quick though. And we're on the way for the Dutch Grand Prix. As Verstappen gets a good start to the launch stand. But will Sainz make a dive by going to turn 1? He will certainly do. Quickly going to turn 1. Sainz and Verstappen side by side. Wasn't got ahead of Leclerc. That's a great start for George Wasn't the Mercedes. He's got ahead of Leclerc at the start. Verstappen still holds the lead as they go into the bank for the first time ever. It's Verstappen. There's Leclerc. From the side stand. Leclerc trying to get back and Wasn't the side by side for the battle for third place. Wasn't starting the way to the way was not tyres down. As Gasly's got as pressure opportunity to get to the start. Let's have a look. So around the outside of the Avatar he goes Perez. Even though Gasly got ahead of it in Silverstone, but at Sanford, Perez got the comeback. Or would it be a comeback for the Avatar Gasly? Hamilton's just behind Gasly now, as Perez overtook it for P8. The two other males just behind Wasser and Leclerc out the third, but Wasser still keeps ahead of Leclerc still. So it's Verstappen having fun. They start second. As we got a yellow flag gas coming out in sector 2. Has someone gone wide? We didn't expect that early in the race then. Let's see what happens then. The two Aston Martin collided. A collision with the two Aston Martin between Stroll and Vettel. And what's happened to Vettel?
Okay, good job.
Oh no, not more bad time for Vettel. Like what happened in Spa. Something's going wrong with him. I think he made contact with his teammate there. So we might have to take a little bit and see what happened there. And pressure between Norris, but I want to see that collision. We just missed that. Why we can do that, Crofty? We just missed that. Oh God. But I saw it then. So both the Aston Martin Vettel and Stroll collided then. And looks like Aston Martin have bent it yet again, like what happened in the Belgian Grand Prix. So after the first line, we've got Verstappen in third, then it's Sainz second, Walter ahead of Leclerc in third, Leclerc's in fourth, then it's Bottas in fifth, as Perez gets ahead of Joe Guanyu at the back, he's up in sixth place. There's Joe, there's Lando Norris, there's Gasly, there's Hamilton, and then it's Norris got ahead of Alonso, there's Albon, Ricciardo, Latifi, Schumacher, there's Ocon, Magnussen, and then the two Aston Martin of Stroll third that collided at turn 9 at the start. Let's see how Perez got ahead of Joe Guanyu. Down into the banking. And through he goes.
They take advantage
Well, a good start there. P9 was not far, but a grip padded down. A 10-place grip top with some of the other drivers had taken multiples down because of new engines or gearboxes they took down in their powertrain the engines. So with that, Perez, well, good start for that. And Vettel is going a bit too slowly down. Has he got down to his front wing? I'm not quite sure, but that's a terrible stop for the four-time champ. And even his team of Lawrence needed a miracle for that after both collided.
So into your list.
So Perez is on the back of factory, Bottas is in the other Alpha Male, so he's cleared up one Alpha Male, but unless he try to get ahead of the other Alpha Male, Verstappen's starting to pull away then from Sainz. Good feed defend at the start, so good job.
Think about the lift off. Okay.
DRS now officially there, but will be disabled because the weight will play a part in the second half of the race. Let's have a look at the weather radar. Let's have a look then. So, it's going to be cloudy coming in the next 10 minutes. So the rain's going to hit around about that 30 then. So good thing we've got the rain to actually cool. It will go out to wet tyre, but it will get dry later on, so we might go 50-minute tyre, but it goes back up. So, playing for a 3 or 2 stop strategy might hopefully pays out, I hope. But anyway then, nice going there for Verstappen. He did it when he started the race well, as Perez is now just behind hasn't got past the bottom because there will be DRS up for grab then he will get ahead of the Alfa Romeo. Both actually the teammates of course in Cadillac in 2026 this year then guys with Boss Perez teammates. But it's Red Bull for Perez in 22 and Bottas in Alfa Romeo. But they're both teammates at Cadillac this year. And will Perez get ahead of his future teammates at Cadillac? As here goes Leclerc trying to get round the outside. George wasn't saying to take back third place, but George defends that position. Wasn't had to start on the podium yet, even though they've got 2 podiums for the team so far this year, but George was his first. And he's defending off Leclerc like crazy here. Oh, Leclerc's annoyed at that, but Walter keeps the place. And Perez can't fly away past Button, but he's doing early stages in this way until anything else will happen later on this Grand Prix. Riding on board on the 25-plate champion Lando Norris, closing on DRS at the back of Joe Gonyu. Perez cannot find away Bottas, yes. But what about Lando? So Perez cannot fire away past Bottas yet. Lando hasn't got enough the battery power to get ahead of Joe Gonyu. So besides the grid patterns have changed and mixed up in this race then, and McLaren, well, with Lando in the points, they'll leap ahead of Haas and go into second place of the Constructors' Championship because Haas are clear ahead back to Mazda getting some points in France and of course the Austrian Grand Prix. Well, McLaren wants to fight back and hopefully try to get back second place from them if they want to hopefully have a chance and hopefully try and finish ahead of them to get some big money done to wrap up the season when the season comes to an end. Then we'll get to the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Checo's got DRS at the back of factory, but he's going to go for the tight down bomb in turn 1, but no, that could be risky then, because it's so difficult to try and get round him down, or push him down to see if you can make a move without using the EOS battery, and try not to make contact, otherwise you blow your chance or your future teammates. And don't weave about too much, otherwise you might make a collision. That's not going to help him to pay him that way then, hey? Back to this battle going on for third place between George Russell and Charles Leclerc. Leclerc has got DRS at the back of Russell. Hayes to 11. And couldn't find a way by. Perez still behind Bottas. Will this change starts so they come through turn 30 into the fight corner where DRS will be available to use. We are dominating this season with Verstappen winning 10 Grand Prix he's won so far. Actually 8? No, 9. 9 he won in turn. It's going to be 10 Grand Prix home. And Leclerc he goes straight through the wall there. He's gone straight through the Barry pit wall. And he's gone ahead of the third place. What the hell? I never seen that coming though. Leclerc got ahead of Russell, he got straight for the barrier. That could be an easy crash there, but he got by him, and Leclerc's now back up to P3. Nice going there for Leclerc. He's now ahead of Russell, and gets back at the finish. He's now back into P3 in this race. And there's a move going on for the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. He gets ahead of the AlphaTauri Pierre Gasly. But he hasn't cleared Gasly lap, but Gasly gets back on Hamilton. Time to turn, try to come through. And Gasly keeps ahead of Lewis Hamilton does. It close down on the night. Who's still trying to get ahead of Joe going within the struggling this on DRS. Is this going to overtake going through wide this spawn, this accident going through the final club for the banking? And down towards turn 14. And that's the stop phase when they come through. Lando has lost DRS on the back of on Joe. But Perez do car far away past Bottas. And Vettel has got a penalty for causing clear with his teammate Lawrence as they collided at turn 9 on the first lap of this race. No, Verstappen spun! No! For the lead to the race, and there goes Carlos Sainz. Oh!
Anderson.
Oh, Verstappen! No!
No! God, please, no! No!
You gotta be kidding me! And he's going to drop down to the fade bar. The crowd are worried in disaster that the home man has been dead.
This is where they spun out.
Oh, that's not going to please the crowd. Like some of the fans further back cannot believe what has happened, Dan. This is commercial, Dan. This is going back to what is going on there. It looks like Verstappen will have to. He's going to be dropping down the field, Dan. Now he's going to be a Fiora 1-2. Oh. We need to be on the podium, see the drivers on the podium, but Verstappen is going to be dropping down. Where he's going to be, he's now at the back of the grid, back of the field now. He's at the back of the field now. Oh my God. This is disappointing for Verstappen. Verstappen's race has blown. Oh, come on, Matt. No. Oh. That is completely spoiled this challenge. The crowds could not believe it, could barely believe it, that the chance of a Red Bull's domination might come to a complete end. I'm afraid Verstappen is now the last place down, as Perez has got ahead of Bottas down to P4. Now he's up to Hendon, so hopefully tease something for him, but the wave will be coming, and I can hopefully help Verstappen try and get back into the points, and hopefully draw the crowd, and hopefully I think they've gone for that. I just missed the replay on Perez got ahead of Bottas then, but it's okay. It's okay, but I'm afraid Verstappen has got a lot of catching up to make up then, so hopefully his way won't be ruined yet. So hopefully, let's hopefully pick up the pace and hopefully we try and get back through the field as we can, okay? Lewis Hamilton's got ahead of Gasly. He's now into P8 after Verstappen made a mistake at turn 9. And now he's up to here trying to get ahead of the future champion. But the champion Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton, of course. We'll have to make a dive, but we'll go around the outside of landing turn 1. Oh! And oh! Joe spun in front of them! Oh, huge mistake for Joe Guanyu! Oh, the Chinese just spun out was one this accident between Norris and Hamilton there. But man, a huge mistake for Joe Guanyu! Almost like he's crossed in real life in 2023 when the rain came down. But man, a spin that, oh, I'm afraid his race is also going to be real life for Verstappen. That's going to be big points blown away from Mayo. Oh my God. We got chaos. And I believe Joe is going to wait until all the field goes by. He will be dropping down to the back of the field then. There goes Verstappen, so he's in 19. Joe's down the back of the field. God, what drama we're having in the first stage of this Dutch Grand Prix then, guys. And oh, and there's another driver in trouble. It's not Verstappen, isn't it? No, it's Vettel, and that's when Verstappen gets ahead of him then after Vettel's mistake, and he's going to P18. Man, this is disaster for Sebastian Vettel. This is ever completely over for him. So Vettel gone wide, and there goes Verstappen, and he's now on into P18. So Brazil lost there, so that Verstappen is now into P18 now. So hopefully we're not making another mistake for that. But it's the two Fiori's leading the way, and they haven't won since Australia. After all these races, quite a long time though, with Fiori, we'll hope we get back at the top, Dan. Verstappen's won 9 Grand Prix, Perez has won 2. Verstappen's got the most points so far with 14, so that's going to be, firstly he might not go on the podium, it might be off the podium for Vettel if it wasn't for his third, but Perez is catching it up then, so anything can change for that then. But man, looks like Fiat is starting to come back strongly then after terrible poor ways then they had then. It looks like it's out to bin it then. So we don't want to let that happen though. What's the gap between Perez and Wilson? It's only just 1.9 seconds, so nearly 2 seconds then. I'm putting credit on Perez then, and hopefully he can try and catch down to George Wilson and try and get into P3 in this race. Okay, the current weather forecast so far then, we see the clear skies gonna be coming out then, but it's gonna go back to cloud, and then we're gonna be seeing some reports of rain coming later on. But this is the start of the Grand Prix, so we're up 12 to 17 laps of this race. It's a Fiat 1-2 with starts leading the way. Then it's Leclerc, then it's Russell, then it's Perez, then it's Bottas. Hamilton's got ahead of Lando Norris for P6, Lando in P7, there's Gasly in 8, Alonso in 9, and right at the top 10 is the AlphaTauri of Yuki Tsunoda in P10. So, main change could hopefully change then when the rain hits later on in this Grand Prix. We're running on board Max Verstappen, old Jar, who's spun out for the lead of the way. He's now behind the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll. He's just ahead of him. So, Verstappen's Joe, not good friends, best friends made then. As Verstappen will have deal where he will go around the inside of Lance Stroll's Aston Martin then. Here they come, and just before they come into this again and enjoy the crowd, Verstappen gets ahead of Stroll, and he's up into P17. But he's got a lot of more work to make up there. But meanwhile, the two Hasses are battling out the 2 wins as Albon is up into 13th place. And after unlucky though in the last race in Bert to score some points, would his hope turn things around for Alex Albon to get the winners team? Their first point of the year in the rain hits heavily hard now. And later on this Grand Prix there, excuse me then guys. Fernando Alonso in the Alpine is closing on the AlphaTauri Pierre Gasly as they go through turn 13. And through the banking section they come through then in turn 14. Along with DRS at the back of the AlphaTauri. Will also make a move on Gasly going down to turn 1. He's thinking about it. But Gasly slightly closes the door just a little bit there. So good try for Alonso, but can't find a way past Gasly just yet. So we have to wait until the next line in terms of trying to get a move on the Frenchman and to get up into P8 in this Grand Prix. Verstappen has made positions.
Now pushing on.
Has gained 2 positions. He's overtaken the wheels of the Nicholas Latifi and the Haas of Ken Mazda there. As Mazda got around ahead of Latifi there, but Verstappen got ahead both of them then. So, nice going for Verstappen. He's up into P50 in this race. 2 places gained then. Wow, amazing. Let's see how that door the team.
Back in the garage, the team absolutely
A
loved
combat drive for the Dutchman. We want to see that there. Come on, Max. Come on. Still a long way to go then till the rain comes. Keep it going. Keep this up, okay? Another precision game for Max Verstappen. So took Mick Schumacher's Haas there for 14th. As Perez is closing down on the Mercedes George Russell done.
Let's have a look.
Here's the replay on Verstappen. TOS on the back on Mick Schumacher's Haas. And he gets past the driver who's in IndyCar now. And the son of Michael Schumacher has been overtaken by Max Verstappen. So a bold move for Verstappen. He's now up into P4. Number 6 game for the Dutchman. Perez is literally putting on to try and catch George Russell. So he's only got my battery down. So I'd like to just charge up just a little bit there, but push a bit aggressively to see you can try and close the gap to the Mercedes driver.
Cancel lifting closer now.
Cancel lifting closer now. We try to help her close the gap then, and hopefully we've been trying to get this with George winning a couple of laps time, eh?
Okay.
And Verstappen can make a number 6 again, gets by his former teammate Alex Albon. He's now on to 13th. Alright. So keep it steady, Perez. Don't lose the DRS on Russell. So keep it steady and keep it strengthening as hopefully you make a bold move later on this Grand Prix when George's tyres wears out. A new fastest lap for Verstappen there. He said there will be 4.165, but he's clearly outside the points then. He's only just 3 positions off for the points then. He needs to get close to Ricciardo and then to learn an Ocon so he can get into the points. And now, looks like both of the Alpines are now in the top 10, but they've got Gasly just ahead of them, which is not good. And Lando can hopefully get back into the points for the first time since the last time he scored points was in Canada. So this is Lando's chance to hopefully turn things back for McLaren. Since McLaren got points in the last race in Belgium, Lando can hopefully get some more points then for the McLaren team, for the team from Woking, to get more points for them, for the papaya team. So President striking deal with George Russell Mercedes. So let's get prepared to use the overtake to make the move on the DRS on Russell as we can. Okay, overtakes available then.
Overtakes available.
Alright, through 30 and 40 to come through then. And heading down the start phase when they come through. Wasn't bit to the line, but Perez beats it to the line. Going down straight away and gets ahead of the Mercedes of Russell. And Perez is now up into the pole plane into P3. But Russell might trying to fight back here. Keep it steady though, trying to block the Mercedes then. Simply lovely done. Nice going for Perez. Ahead of Russell then. And is now into P3. Let's see the replay again. So from 9th up to P3. That further grid padding might is helping him out here. So Perez has the Mercedes of Russell and is now into the podium place into P3. We'll also have to set and see if anything will change later on this Grand Prix. 7 made another move, this time on the McLaren of Dominic Cole, his former teammate, from 2016 to 2018. He's now up into P2. There's 2 opposites and he will be well into the points. Moderate rain coming in 11 minutes time, so we're going to get prepared for the pit stops, Dan, and the pit window is only just coming in a matter of lapse time, Dan. So the next 10 minutes, we're going to think about going to switch to the wet tyres as we can if the track gets heavy enough to do it. So, because it's going to get heavy, Dan, later on in the Grand Prix, but when this bit of this weather there might change a bit, it will go up, probably up to 4. I hopefully will do, and hopefully it will stay wet like that then, and hopefully get some good chance of getting some big points here. As for Sainz now closing on the back of the Avatar Yuki Tsunoda. It's been pushing so much on the tyres a bit much then. So back it out a bit then. Back it out then. Okay, DRS will be ready then, and use the overtake ERS as you can then. Still know how to crash in practice 2. I hope Yuki will not make another mistake for that. As I go for the banking for turn 4 then. Yuki to the right, Verstappen to the left. Hopefully they're going to make third there with Yuki not going to lock up there. And we go for turn 1. Simply looking for Verstappen. He's now ahead of Yuki. He's now up into P11. Nice move for Max. So he's now just 1 place into the point he will be in soon. Valtteri Bottas in the Albon race, the first try to make a pit stop. So Bottas is the first try to switch to the mid tyre, but as Wayne coming inside, is it going to cost Bottas some positions then? And he might ruin his race then if it starts like this. Starts like the points then. Is this going to be the one ready choice as Bottas gets out behind Verstappen? Verstappen will have to watch out here because Bottas will be quicker than him and he's just going to climb out to the pits there. So you need to watch his tail eye though on him. Alonso is not closing in on the back of Gasly there. I don't know why there. Bottas got DRS on Verstappen there, so Verstappen will have to be very careful here because Bottas might move on him because without mistake he's on 1 set of rear tyre and hopefully Bottas will get a good result he get then. But there's going to be rain coming inside in the next couple of minutes time then very shortly then. Verstappen's got DRS on the back of the Alpine vessel for Ocon then. Ocon has got any DRS on the back of his team Alonso. As Verstappen will go right by the outside on Ocon's Alpine. More straight line speed and more pace that what the Red Bull has to the Alpine. As well got clear of Ocon. They had a bit of a fighting show back in Brazil 2018. But this time they made it simple and clearly does it there. And Verstappen gets out of Ocon, he's now into P9. What a good combat start. The crowd are really enjoying seeing Max Verstappen's incredible combat drive then in this Grand Prix. Very much then in this Dutch GP. Wayne coming then. So the pit window is just around the corner then. Wet tyres up for grabs. Backslide. If the track gets drier then, we might have the one decision then. But we might have the right tyres we might go on then. So hopefully. Oh Perez, no! Oh, he's hit the wall. Oh.
Let's take a look at the
worst continues on. Oh.
There's Sergio Perez.
As I was just telling you about the weather, but
That's where they spin out.
oh my God. Come on, man.
And the team
After Fiori's disappointment, looks like we're struggling now as well. Bummer. What a bummer. Perez gets back going. Has he sustained any damage then to the car?
All the way to the line here, Checo. Keep on pushing.
No damage to the rear wing, so he's okay to continue.
It's a race position gained from Mercedes.
Don't need to watch that for what's overtaking Perez. He made a mistake after Perez made a mistake then. Hamza has come into the pit there. He looks like he might go for another set of dry tire, but the way he might be coming, he's going for hard tyre he's going for, but the way he's coming in a couple of minutes, is this going to cost him 5 good positions then? Lando will be in the top 5 if he stays that into the way he hits. Verstappen's got ahead of Alonso for P8. Nice going there for Alonso. As Verstappen is now in 7th place, Verstappen has pitted then. It looks like it will cost Hamilton's a position, and it looks like Hamilton's race has been done. Because the way he's coming in, tacted in sights then, so that's not going to be good news for Hamilton for the 7th place champ then. He's down in P11, unless I say they're going to chase any vehicle will points at the pack because the two fields are pulling away from us as Sports is in P3 and Perez in P4 in the Red Bull.
Stint so far, Max.
Wayne will begin to fall in a couple of seconds then, so will we do the strategy to come into the pits this lap or maybe next lap? Fiona might be staying out for an extra lap here. So, is the race going to come down heavily then? I believe Fiori might stay out for an extra lap then, so we're going to help him make the gamble though. Let's hope we can trick Fiori here. Going to go for wet tyres then for Perez. Verstappen will do the same as well.
Box, Checo box.
The race starting to pull down a little bit then. And here he comes. Alright, box. Alright, box. We're going for wet tyres. Both Fiori might stay out. Will Wilson might take the lead of the race. Both Fiori, are they going to stay out? They are staying out. They're staying out. But we're going to come into the pits anyway, because the race has hit now. Will Wilson stay out or would he go and pit for inters? He's coming for turn fair, as whenever the truck gets to down means he might have the chance to go into the pits then. He's coming up to the pit line then. He's coming to the pits then. So Watson is coming to the pits. Good gamble, but the Fiat will have to be careful here because the truck is getting slippery. They'll have to be very careful then. Wet tyres for Watson. Wet tyres for us as well. Let's go. Because that will be in P6. Good compact drive that he's been early on. Let's see the Fioris. Going so slowly right now. Going very slowly. Even if they're going to dominate then. Has someone gone for any driver going for intermediate tyres then? Snaps on fully wet. Fiat going to go for intermediate tyre. I don't think that's going to work then. Oh, we've got someone locked up then. And I think that's coming down. I'm not quite sure who's locked up there. Is that for the banking? Is that for Wassel? No? Just checking. I have no idea who's one well. Let's take a look then. I don't know who it is. As the player is in chaos mode.
And that's the lockup.
Oh, it's from Ocon the Alpine.
Let's take a closer
If he
look.
stay out for one more lap because the way he has hit then.
Looks like Ocon. Well, they've lost it. They've locked up.
It's not a huge though. He's staying on the racing line there, so it's not. It's just a minor lock-up then for Ocon. So never could be set back too badly then. So as what Crosty just said there, guys. And it looks like the other way might be being dead then. Let's see which tyre ever's gone on. They're fit to go on for wet tyre, but Fiori, I decided to go for the gamble and going for intermediate tyre as well as Ricardo's going for intermediate tyres. See if I can stay out. But many of the drivers and the teams are making a strategy call to pit. And that does the Fiat line into the pits now, into the pit lane. Science pits, going for intermediate tyres. And that, but Leclerc stays out. Why is Leclerc staying out? What is going on with Leclerc with the gamble to stay out like he did in Monaco and in Belgium? Man, what is going on with the Monegas driver?
Get in there, Max.
Sampers got ahead of Snow there, he hasn't stopped yet. Oh, this is destroying some of the right drivers. Trey and Lando can help me. But he stayed out as well. What the hell, Lando? Why is he staying out? Well, Fiori, how'd they go the one gamble, Dan? There's a more rain coming, Dan. And then the many ones already called that will destroy their way and will have a chance of going for the top prize. Lando pits from 5th.
Fantastic work.
Fantastic good work though. We nailed it strongly then, okay? Lando pits. Quite well. This is going to be a mix-up chaos. Going to be whoa! Lando ran into some Alpine mechanic. That's going to cause them some serious pain injuries then. Okay, it's so narrow in the pit lane there because they're so narrow though. Look at this. Too narrow it is though because it's a short circuit because that's why 4 is going to be dropping that off the car after 2026 then. Perez is completely fully charged then by having charged up Verstappen. So I'll do a bit of him as well then. And tend to put
Charge off when you're ready.
Push a bit. Just a little bit then. If you make a mistake, we'll turn it off then. So be careful, Max. Do not make another mistake as you can, okay? Just be very careful, okay, Dan? Leclerc's pitting, Dan. The gap to stay for one more lap didn't pay out, and I'm afraid he might lose second place to George Russell. George is coming down the top face right now, as Leclerc is also going for intermediate tire to help him make the gamble work, but that's halfway slide. SPR is taking the gamble to hopefully be getting mixed up continuously there, as Russell gets ahead of Leclerc. He's in second place in this race. Perez now in third. Verstappen is in third, Miss Leclerc will rejoin the race in fourth. The race is getting a bit heavier now, and he's going to get to wet mode for now. These other drivers on wet tyres then will have the gamble. Wow. McLaren are outside the points then. The track is now changed to wet mode then. Minnesota on one way is going to be a tyre to make the gamble wide. But I'm afraid the track is now fully wet now. Well, whoever's going to win the advantage to get some bigger points here, if the driver can stay out long as they can though. The track is now fully wet now. Not going to see a red flag here, and there's going to be a torrential rain style that are going to pour down the circuit then, and everything's going to make it a bit worse. And if someone crashes over, there might be a second car coming out. All drivers are on wet weather tyres now because of the rain. So it looks like for on the white tyre then, if the cars continue to struggle a bit then. The rain is getting a bit heavier then, and there's a thunderstorm in a couple of minutes that means that he can help George Russell then to take the lead away if the FIA have made the one gamble to go on to the intermediate tyre if the track one might dry a little bit then. But there's going to be some more rain coming later on in the race then. The driver might switch to intermediate tyre. We might go for intermediate tyres a bit, then I might go back to fully wet tyres if the track gets a bit heavy. So it's going to be a mix of ways to see who's going to get into the point and who's going to be facing outside in the points. Taking a look at the lap times between Watson and Sainz, and Watson has gone quicker than Sainz by more than 3 seconds, so he's the quickest driver so far. And is it going to be George Watson who will take the lead of the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort? Will play in second place. And RPI have mixed up the strategy then by putting the drivers on intermediate tyre instead of fully wet tyre. This is going to be contagious to see Mercedes get the first win of the season then if Watson can hopefully go on and take the win, or if Perez will catch up to win by the end of the race. He will hopefully take the win, and Watson will get his first podium of the season if he can hopefully go for the win in this Grand Prix. Tries to awfully slippery a bit there as some back markers try to get Hamilton go dive a bomb on Factory Bottas in the Alfa Romeo, try to get ahead of the PA because the Factory held up the wins of Latifi, who stayed. What tyre is he on? Intermediate tyre is a bit too slow because the track is down. Oh, it looks like Williams have made one strategy call to say that to pit the drive for intermediate tyre. The track it continues like this then. Arco is going to try and make a move from car, and now it's going to be the top 10 that they go for the Q3. Oh my god, for God's sake. Now we've got Sainz, Watson, Perez, Leclerc, Verstappen, Gasly, also having to bother the knockers in the points again. Will this anything changed though later on in this Grand Prix if the rain? Well, the rain is heavy now, but the track is starting to dry up then. Oh no, it's going the wrong way then. This can help the always pace go well then. Unless the rain can come back heavy then, I hope it will be a bit better then. But if it gets a bit lighter down and gets eased up a bit, I mean, we might have to go for intermediate tyres, or we'll have to go for it then. And the FIA might go on to win this Grand Prix. It looks like some of the drivers are coming in for intermediate tyres, so Perez is not that close to George Russell then, so it looks like they're paying for intermediate tyre because the train is easing up a bit then, so we're going to have to do the same as that though, what they're doing. So intermediate tyres, we're going to go for then, guys. So let's box both of our drivers for intermediate tyres. Will Leclerc get back in second place when once and Perez will pit? Well, only time will tell for that. George is staying out, but we're coming into the pits to switch to the intermediate tyres. We're going for inters. We're doing a double stop, so the team will get prepared for stoppers as well. So out he comes. So Perez, I think Leclerc can get by him then, yeah. So Verstappen will be coming in as well. Then Leclerc will get back into the place in P3. Verstappen is into the pits as well, going on for the intermediate tyres as well, from the fully wet tyres. But we might bring them back on if the rain gets heavy a bit later on in this Grand Prix. And they will say that way until the end of the race then. So there's a bit of a heavy full style that is, but not much as potentially as usual then, I would like to say then. So not much as usual then. Gasly stays out there, but Verstappen has pivoted to mid-tyre, but he will take back place one. Gasly will switch to the fully wet tyres. It looks like McLaren are now back in the points now, since some of the guys on the wet tyres have mixed up the wet. And now Lando's now got Hamilton just behind them yet again. Walsall's into the pit. He's going for the gun, going for intermediate tyres then. He's going to trick tyres then. And I think he will lose second place to Fiora. We'll be back for Fiora 1-2. Damn it! Looks like we're going to do so unless someone will make a mistake later on in this Grand Prix. And hopefully we'll win the safety car out there into play then. If it will hopefully happen later on in this Grand Prix soon enough then. As well, so we joined the race in P3. We've got a lot of catching up to. We were trying to beat the Fioras and the Mercedes was trying to get onto the podium as quickly as we can. And Verstappen is currently about 47 seconds to the back to the race leader sign. Looks like Fiora are trying to fight back here. After poor performances they had the previous race, it looks like they're fighting back here in this Grand Prix so far in this championship fight then. Of course, then dominating this season so far then, with winning races than they are doing so far then. What on earth is Pierre Gasly to stay out on 3 wet tyres then? And even though Avatar still ahead of McLaren, Dan, if Gasly stay out too long, I'm afraid he might be well out of the points here, and this could be a chance for McLaren to try to hopefully get some big points advantage there. Even though the defending of Hamilton crazy, Dan, Hamilton couldn't find a way past Lando Norris, going down in turn 1. Nobody there, but he hope to get an advantage ahead of the McLaren as he can, Dan, with his own former team when he started his Grand Prix career back in 2007, Dan. Think about that into the banking, but not so fast whatsoever for him then. Verstappen's got ahead of Pierre Gasly. It looks like Gasly's plan to stay on wet tyres that the way he comes back. It's not helping him at all, and it's totally well outside, coming down into the bottom place in the top 10. As Verstappen gets ahead of him for P5. Gasly, what on earth is he doing? And even his team is Yuki, so both the other tyres are the only team to have both their drivers on the wet tyre while everyone else is on intermediate tyre. This could destroy their race entirely then if it stays like this overall. The race appears to stop in the next couple of minutes. It will get rainy, it will get heavy again, but there will be more cloudy sky. I mean, the track will get dried down and try to think about going for dry tyres though. But we'll think about staying out into the rain here, and we might go for the 3 wet tyres then when the sort of pits at the end of this Grand Prix. It will help we beat Fiora and try and beat the Mercedes to try and get ourselves onto the podium and hopefully see a person player. But I'm afraid if we don't, I'm afraid it will be the first time ever that we will not see ourselves on the podium for the first time this season. Then if we don't hurry up in time in the next 30 laps from now on. Track is officially drying up here, Dan. And if the driver might think about going for dry tyres, Dan, we're going to stay on this tyre into the rain hits, Dan. As first gets ahead of the Alberto Snow, Dan. Which I'm afraid he's not in a good way. He's now in P4 because Albon has got ahead of him, Dan. He's now all in P13 now. So 3 places inside on the points for Albon there. Unless someone make a mistake there, but it looks like we're not seeing any mistakes there because he's got all 3 players just doing this Grand Prix race. But there's more rain to come, Dan. And it's not to wait a little bit, Dan. But there'll be more rain coming inside later on this Grand Prix then, guys. Purdy's only just 2.6 to George Russell. I'll let him push it since the rain has stopped a little bit, Dan. So let's use our fuel he will use. Oh, Verstappen's overwhelmed the use of the fuel. I can't believe, I'm so sorry, Max.
Update on lift-off.
God, that's too much fuel wasted down. God, we have to save fuel now because of that. Jeez. Oh, wait, we're tying his own car, but the second car will come out. I don't want to let that happen then, so ease off, Max. Ease off for now. Ease off, okay? We put 2 big wildly there for him there. Gosh. Avatar destroying their way. Both of their drivers so stay out, haven't paid them. I'm afraid their weight is completely ruined. And look at my fist at the back of the field, Dan. This is not good for the Avatar team. And I believe this is going to be a mighty disappointing ways to forget, Dan, for Frank Toss's team. Hamilton's got ahead of Lando Norris finally now. And now he can now go after the McLaren Derby Cup. But there's so much traffic in the way. And he can help him try to get ahead to McLaren as well. He's on the back of the way though. That's very quickly though. That is very quickly though that Hamilton's man caught up then to Dan McLaren. He's having a battle with the two McLaren to his former team where he made his Grand Prix career debut. way back in 2007. Then he got his first win in Canada with that team. Dwayne is starting to come back a bit now. Starting to come back again. Wolverhampton will make a move over Carl dying to turn 1. And the answer to that is no. As he did with the noise a couple, as he did right now, he needs to find a way and he'll be find a better overtaking chance to try to get ahead of the McLaren driver or McLaren as soon as he can. Then, if he get a chance to finish in the top 6, we've got a lock up from Sebastian Vettel in the Aston Martin. Then his ways he's going back to it. Another lock up at the banking.
Way off the racing line there. That isn't good.
Disappointing save Aston Martin there. No good look whatsoever for this. Hamilton's finally got ahead of the Ricardo, excuse me. He's almost over with the Aussie, and he's getting ahead of him for P6. Ricardo trying to fight back on Lewis, but no, Hamilton gets by on Ricardo, and he's over to P6 in the Mercedes. But Ricardo wants to fight back that Mercedes, they're stood side by side together then. Ricardo's not having none of that then. But Hamilton will have the advantage line, and he gets ahead, finally then, cleanly there, and he's now into P6 now. Perez now in striking distance on George Watson's Mercedes as he got traffic in the way.
Remember to click overtake.
He will make him overtake if he can, but it's not going to be that tricky though. All the wins are, is that Latifi or is it Albon then? Is it Albon? Yeah, because Latifi is currently way at the back then, and Albon is doing quite a good race so far for him. An incredible P12, that would be the best finish so far this season so far for Williams then. As for Perez, well, think of how we get ahead of was a bonfire, lost a bit of time because of Albon holding it up there. So hopefully this is going to be help him out there slightly then. As Max got ahead of Albon there as he backed over a bit then, and now Max got ahead of Albon's down into P12 down in the house. Hopefully tries to get some points there. The other struggle if the way comes down heavily then because there's more heavyweight coming there by the end of the race then, guys. And finally Gasly's now come into pits then, of course. But if the weight gets heavier, that will destroy AlphaTauri's way. They'll be now down. They're now 18th and 20th place then. We're laps behind the leader then. 2 laps that I will say behind the leader now. So it's got by him then. I'm afraid this is going bad to worse for AlphaTauri. Their way is completely destroyed now. Oh, we got a yellow flag guy inside the frame. I think someone's gone off. It looks like it's one of the Hasses there. It's not Madison, it's Mick Schumacher then. Has gone straight on. I think he's going to the barriers. Oh no! Schumacher off into the gravel. I think he didn't crash that there. Got a bit wide there, the gravel, but kept going down, and we do require. I'm going for that. A lock up for Mick Schumacher there in the house. So no technical on for that. So good shot or VNC. So everything okay for now. But the weight's getting heavier now. So it's as Verstappen has said a lot of fuel. So we'll back him out now.
Not require any fuel liftoff.
Okay.
Get back on it then, Max. You're currently P5. In the top 5 position, and then you will be a good result for that. We might stay up for one more lap, Dan. Stay up for one more lap. Sainz got the fires and the truck will not dry out at the end. Fiat will pick up 4 maximum points then. They will close up the gap to us then yet again. And McLaren will close the gap to Perez, but not that much then. Perez will still be in 3rd place. The tire's a bit too hard.
Copy.
And looks like he's easing up a bit then. But there's still more rain coming throughout the rest of the rain, really. Just 70 laps to go. And Perez way out of time to try to close up to George to get a 5 spot away from him. Oh, we got Quaz. Who is that? It's a white dot. It's one of the Hasses, Dan. So it's like I think it's Mick again. Oh, he's going into the barriers. And he's out. The safety guy's now finally out. We've got a safety car then, guys. We've finally got a safety car as Mick Schumacher is out.
Safety car deployed. Safety car.
So, well, there's everyone coming, so...
Positive.
So we pit. Though. I don't think so. We'll stay out. Safety car's deployed. Leclerc's pitting, Dan. Mick is out of the way, I'm afraid, sadly, Dan. Leclerc's going for this set. Looks like we might pit us. Why does I not to say keep a driver out there? We'll go for a pit stop here. So let's pit for we'll put for another set of intermediate tyres. We'll do that for both our drivers, Dan. So Sainz has just missed the pit box, Dan. The second is now officially deployed, Dan. That makes I'm afraid he's out of this race.
Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
I think he got caught out because the distance are getting heavier though. Lost going to grab it, and there he goes. Into immediate retirement for the German.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they
And the
be
race
able
director
to
has
recover?
appointed to the car there for the first time in this race. Disappointed for Schumacher Dan as his race is over. Sergio's done his pit stop down, and now it's Verstappen's turn. Okay, pit stop time for Max. Pit them to on. Into the pit he comes, and out he go. But Leclerc's got a wet tyre. Oh no! Oh no! 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 This can't be true. What about Albon? He's got a bit tight, but Leclerc's got for full wet. Why is Leclerc's got for full wet? And the track gets heavier though. This could turn things about. Oh god. This could change everything to get when it gets heavier then, because there's a body still coming in 3 minutes time. And it might change the race up a little bit then, guys. Oh dear. Science is always going for the gamble to go on those 3 wet tyres. What so? Well, we're going for it to be a tyre. How we made the one strategy core then, guys? What about McLaren? They're going for it to be tyres. So we'll see who gets the right gamble during this safety car period then. That's Mailander. I don't know where he is. He's currently he's just gone through the banking there at turn 3. And he will pick up the race leader there. As he's in the way, as the safety car is now picked up the race leader there. As Bernd Mailer will lead sides away through this safety car period then. And hopefully we'll get back to grid in a couple of laps time then. There's so many lap cars. As signs of the car decide to pit. While they're pitting again on the safety car, this is going to destroy the way, and George Russell will take the lead of the race. Oh, this is chaotic for Ferrari. Are they going for intermediate tyre? They're going back for Inters, but this is destroying their race. What is going on with the positive horse, Dan? Looks like something's going terribly well. Now Warsaw is now the new race leader, Dan. This is chaos. When the safety car came out after mixed crash down, this is turning out to be chaotic in this race then in this Grand Prix. We're going to see some big changes done by the end of this race. And the track's now fully steady wet now. Means this is going to be a close contest to the end of the race then, guys. That's Bottas in for wet tyres. We're kind of second third. Looks like it's going to get heavier though, so... We might have to make the gamble to switch to wet tyres then. It's going to get heavy then, I'm afraid. So we do that now then, guys? So we do that? So we pit then? I think we should pit for wet tyres. I'll take that as a yes. So let's go pit for wets. Lap cars can now overtake then. So any driver who are lapped then can now get overtake. But McLaren's then are now out of the back now. But I think we're going to see some pit stop gamble done chaotic that is going to be in the pits. So it wasn't going to go into the pits. No, he's staying out. We're going for the gamble then. Something like cars are going to come into the pits. We're going for wet time what Ferraris are playing out here. Let's go. Some of the other drivers are going for wet tyres as well. Yes, that's both that's my drivers are coming in as well as John on you. And the Kirby made the gamble stick right. Oh yeah, we've got the right gamble then, guys, but we're currently on the safety contest, so we would be in the front of the pad. Then Bottas might go on to get another podium then, and he currently on the lead lap. Yes, some of the cars not on the lead lap. Others cleared up. This guy's going to stay out for one more lap until the field will bunch up a bit because. Look at this. This is completely chaotic because the safety car had to stay out there because this is completely out of control. And it's 100% weighted down. Will this require a red flag down because this is heavy down? Not good when this weather is like this down. And the race had to be withdrawn for that, eh? But just continue on then.
Nice move.
You passed, you're through.
Perez has got ahead of Alonso there as he got the leaders there into the bit. Means that Perez will lead the race then. Ahead of Verstappen. Oh yes. So after all that chaotic race that we had earlier on, we're now at the front. Man, this way has turned from...
Hamilton.
God, this has been disastrous, this has been, then, guys. Oh my goodness gracious for that. Man. What way we have it at Sanford, then, guys. Man, what ways we're having then in the Dutch Grand Prix, then, guys. Man, what ways we're having then so far to forget, then. So guys, coming into the end of this lap, Dan, but look at this. Some of the field haven't been formed up yet because Taylor decided he had enough, then the race control wanted to bring it in this lap, then. So the driver will have to be very careful then when this happens second, then. Take out many drivers, then. Albon is into the pits as Madison, then. Wow, this is chaotic, this is then, guys. Albon has switched to wet tyres. And Madison has gone on the same tyre as well.
Okay, pit lane.
Okay.
Oh, well, we've got Albon man in the way, Dan, as we get this race back to green. Well, this is why I don't like this at all. So the leader will have to get clear of the lap cars. Which is quite pathetic, this says, so far in this Dutch Grand Prix. And looks like McLaren's tried to have mistakenly gone well. Look at that. They will be now behind. They will be behind Haas then in the championship. This is destroying their race then, guys. And Uncle Regional Racing P9. Oh, this is pointed for McLaren. So we're now in the lead of the race then, guys. Wow, how am I to pull that out then? How am I to pit quite at the right time then to pit, and we're now dominating this race? Man, can't believe what a race we're having then, guys. So after that heavyweight change over, it was now Perez leads, then it's Verstappen, then it's Bottas, there's the two Mercedes of Ross and Hamilton, then it is Alonso, Leclerc, and Sainz who will dominate the race. Oh, and we've got a lock up then, and who is that who's locked up? Oh, I think is it Tsunoda? Yep, there he goes wide. And is he beating the grab fall? This has gone by.
Oh, big lock up there.
So we'll have to wait then. I think he could still be in this race then.
Now let's look at this.
Let's see what happens to
Focus on
Tsunoda.
They've locked up, but that could have been much worse.
So effectively he chose away. Good thing he didn't beat that Albertine to grab for. I'm afraid Albertine's weight have gone, I'm afraid. They've been their ways completely entirely then. This has been a terrible waste to forget for this team then from Italy. So Verstappen's now in second place. We'll probably get back to the lead in his own race then. So we do team orders then. So we did that in the Hungarian GP, we did then. So we did the same. So something like 800 turns at the back of his teammate there on Perez. We've only got 10 more laps remaining then. Well, Bottas is hoping to get another podium since the last week was the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and he could be on the podium there if he stays like this. More rain coming in expected there, but he's starting to ease off then. Means he's going to stay heavy rain then for the last of this turn out, and the track road is completely too low at the moment, and track rate is very low as it usually be. I'm afraid this video is so long then, guys. I'm so sorry for this thing, guys. This is chaotic, this thing, guys. So I'm going to let Perez let Verstappen by, and he would get to take home his home win. So the team on and let Perez let Verstappen by. Down the straightaway down, and Verstappen will take the lead this race. Perez not backing up the pace to let Verstappen by. Even though he's in his own race, well, he's doing it down. And through he goes, and Verstappen's now taking the lead of the race. Nice going, Dan. Alright, stick my end down to the end of the race. Sorry. It's been a chaotic race, it's been though of this Dutch Grand Prix. Man, what a race we haven't been, guy. And now we're back in the Red Bull 1-2. Man, what a chaotic race we had then, guy. And we're now back at the front. Man, this has turned disastrously, has been since the rain heavens. Thank you for that. Charles Leclerc, I could not believe that this race has been ruined because of the heavy rain. Leclerc had Alonso there because he was right behind him there, and Sainz is now on the back of his first fighting mode. Leclerc can still try and finish on the podium then if he get ahead of the two Mercs and the other Red Bars, and can still finish on the podium then. And he's currently about over 50 seconds from Bottas then, he's just up ahead, but could they hopefully catch them up. Well, only time will tell then. Let's over the second between Bottas and Water for the battle for third, and the second between two Mercedes of Hamilton and Water, and the second between Hamilton and Leclerc for the battle for fifth place. Then in this way, really just a few laps until the end of this way with Verstappen and Perez going for Red Bull 1-2 here. Come on, then. That's what I want to see then after the start we had in this race so far.
Wide.
Another mistake from Vettel again at the banking. I'm not going to look at that one then because that's just a bit peckish then. Man, what a way we're having there. Verstappen is now back up front. Man, the crowd cannot believe this with the umbrella sub down. The rain completely helped out our ways, and it looks like we're going to win yet again.
Flag in front, yellow.
Oh, what's happening now? I don't see anyone crashed or anything.
Oh, there's a spin.
Oh, a spin from Ocon in 9th place.
Okay, so there we have the
So here's Ocon. Oh dear.
like a very
He
nasty
did
spin.
speak the cars to go. He's still going, Dan. He better kept it going, Dan. So good job for Ocon, Dan. But well, this race is coming to an end. Dan, we want to build up of this race. So, well, what a chaotic just Grand Prix we had then, guys. At Sanford we had. One to the very last lap. Mercedes can hopefully beat VR for the first time to see if Hamilton can hold on Leclerc there. But this has been a dramatic story for Verstappen. A spin, he spun out on the lead of the race at the start of this when it was dry, and he tried to the very back in last place of the field. But he came back stronger then, and he came back and take back the lead when the rain came down. And with that, when the second car mixed up the race down, when Schumacher crashed out, I thought for some reason looking weird there since VR would dominated this race then, from the rest of the race then. But the Red Bull came back stronger then, and after a safety car, and during the safety car period when we changed to the wet tyres, it finally pays out for this. It has been a chaotic Dutch Grand Prix has been then, guys, as the home favourite here, Max Verstappen, comes round and he will win at home yet again in the rain. And Verstappen wins the Dutch Grand Prix.
Okay, that's a check.
And his team pride will come on to make it a Red Bull 1-2. Well done to the Red Bull, John. We did it. A full 100% attendance for us, but not for the past lap. Five bars for the second time this season gets on the podium since the Azerbaijan GP.
Verstappen finishes first.
Wow, what a great result for the Finnish driver. Wow. It has been a chaotic way. It looks like the way helped us out there, but gosh. And a my chaotic way we had then, guys, at Sanford. As Bottas on the podium for the second time this season, George Russell finished in fourth, and he had his team Lewis Hamilton finished fifth. So both of them say finished ahead of the two Ferraris for the first time this season. Charles Leclerc finished sixth. Herr Carlos, who was leading the race earlier, I'm afraid finished in P7. Both of the Alpine, good work for them, getting some points there. Alonso 8, Ocon 9, and Dan Ricciardo for the second time this year will get some points there. He'll get only just 1 point then. So not enough for McLaren then. They could have got some bigger point, but I'm afraid there's only 1 point for them for the team for World King. Lando Norris finishes 11. Then we've got Max in 12. Alex had a good result for the Williams team. Finishes in P13. There's the 2 Aston Martins on better than Stroll in 14th and 5th. Then we've got Joe Grenier in 16th. And to pull away from Valtteri, as Gasly finished 17th, this was a TV at 18th, as the who finished in last place in 19th place. And Schumacher was the only car who retired for that Grand Prix. But we've got the 1-2. I thought we're not going to do it, but we have. Man, I can't believe it.
Verstappen was flying on the track this weekend. This result says it all.
But he's happy, he's back on the
This
top.
podium is a true recognition of everyone who's been working so hard for this result.
Here's the podium for the top three. Verstappen delight the crowd, but we're at his home venue. He's so pleased that he's winning his home race.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
But the second time on the podium since the Baku as was on Grand Prix, and it's the top three, but not the right way that as it was in Baku. The second podium for Alfa Romeo then, either he called Mercedes then, but it's a Red Bull 1-2 for us in this home venue for Max Verstappen. Yes.
Red Bull performed well here today. This was a very worthy effort from the team.
It's really wonderful to see all the hard work they've been putting in.
peeing off like this.
Well, with the heavens above for that chaotic rainy waves, damn wave we had, some foot in the thunderstorm wave we had. Verstappen and Red Bull win the Dutch Grand Prix. So is Red Bull 2 for us? Yes. Come on. So Red Bull 1 2 in that one. Bottas good one to get third. There's Mercedes of Bottas Hamilton for the fifth. Watson finished ahead of his teammate for the first time this season then. And they will be well ahead of Alonso then to finish P6 in the Drivers' Championship for now. Top flop for Ferrari then. I'm afraid they were dominated. I'm afraid the second car changed the way when Schumacher crashed down. I'm afraid their chance got with the rain heavily came down heavily, and with that, they faced on P6. So I don't know how that rain changed our ways, then guys. Can't believe it helped us to win that Grand Prix. My, what a way we had then, guys. So 2 Ferraris, fifth by the 2 Mercedes then, I'm afraid. The 2 RP, good work to get points. Alonso 8 and Ocon 9, and Danny Carr gets the 5 point in P10. But what's that do effect in the Drivers' Championship? Well, I don't think there's going to be any changes for that then. Well, there has been though. Well, praise now back ahead. The car signs it for second place in the Drivers' Championship then. So it's now Red Bull 1 2 then in the top of the Drivers' Championship. Come on! Wow, amazing work then. After Ferrari was going to help get the bigger point on Faye, it's another disaster for them. Then Sister Wayne came down. The point that had on Faye, the second car mixed their race up then and changed everything about then. But nothing changed though in the Drivers' Championship, even though it was now put away for Alonso after getting some big point by facing the race in P4. So nice going for George. Ricardo picked up another points for McLaren then, as see he's now ahead of Mick Schumacher then for 17th. Let's have a look at the Short Championship then. Well, nothing changed much then. We're still in the way then for Red Bull Racing. Ferrari still in second place. Mercedes still going to be facing third as usual. Alpine 4th. Then we got Alfa Romeo in P5. Alfa Tauri still in 6th place. Haas in 7th. But Carl only just picked up 1 point. But they fit where they were earlier than the racing with soon. Then they were soon fit. The Suzuka had the half 7th place, but I'm afraid they're only just 1 point behind them now. As my no point, I'm afraid then. So they finished in 9th place. So the Suzuka got 10 points as usual. And when could have a chance against a point, but I'm afraid did plan out. I'm afraid no points for them. Sadly for them, they'll stay with just no points so far. I think so far. A chaotic Dutch Grand Prix we had then, guys. Yeah, they got the achievements. Me, we lost a lot of money for that. For that, then so we only paid the $1.9 million. Then, man, what Dutch Grand Prix? Fastest land the Grand Prix will also pay money for that because we didn't get it because Ferrari had it then. And the Grand Prix said that well we didn't get that then. We didn't get both cars in the top 3 because Ferrari have fight back yet again though. But we got 1-2 first in the Dutch Grand Prix then we had. Well, that was a disappointing result for the Ferrari team then. So well that's a disappointing result for them. But hopefully they won't do very well because the next race is their home race in Monza for the Italian Grand Prix next time out there, guys. So we're looking forward to that then, guys. So we're going to end it right then, guys. So we managed to put it off then, guys. I can't believe what a Dutch Grand Prix we had. I thought we were not going to win after Verstappen spin out and Perez trying to get ahead of Mercedes on George one of them, but we rain came down with a massive thunderstorm. We might put the tree when the second car came out, and with that we went on to win the Grand Prix. So Verstappen wins again. Wow, we managed to put it off, Dan. Wow, I can't believe it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks for watching the Dutch Grand Prix racing, guys. Please like, comment down below, watch this video, and subscribe to my channel for more of this then, as you always do. And also, it has been the first video I made to do say a big thumbs up and join the James Gaming channel for more of this to look forward to in the near future. But apart from that, guys, hope you guys enjoy your day, and I'm off for a break now, and we'll be back next time for round 6 in the challenge at Monza. It's the end of the first crowd for Ferrari's home Grand Prix, and see if Ferrari can probably come back stronger with their drivers in their homeland in the first crowd in Italy. But until then, guys, until next time, then, guys, I'll see you all later. Goodbye.